Alright, what's poppin', people? Welcome in. This is BigBearForNation.com back here with another video. And what's up? We are back here with NFL playoff predictions here. We are predicting how the playoffs will go so far this year, the 2024 the 2025 NFL season, or I should say the regular season has already ended, which is unbelievable if you're asking me. But so yeah, basically what we're doing today is we are going to predict the playoffs. I'm gonna be predicting it how I think it's gonna go in general. So like I said, if you guys haven't already, make sure to hit that like, subscribe button. Make sure you join the Discord. The link is in the description. Also, make sure you guys go check out our recent content on the channel. If you guys haven't done that, go check it out. Make sure you guys do follow me on Twitch, Muddyload28. We have all of our Xbox streams on there, so make sure you guys go check that out. Also, if you guys haven't already, make sure you guys come join us tonight. We will have the NFL wildcard pick show that will be tonight. So make sure you guys go check that out. This will be out. I am pre-recording this Wednesday night, so this will be out on Thursday afternoon. So make sure you guys check out this video, and then make sure you guys check out our pick show. We'll be doing that on Thursday night. So make sure you guys check us out for that one. It's going to be a lot of fun. Us and a whole bunch of subscribers. We go on to the pick show. We've been doing this for like 2 years now, and it's a lot of fun. So if you guys haven't checked out our pick shows, go check it out. We've been doing that since week 1 of the regular season, so it's a lot of fun. So make sure you guys go check that out. Alright, without further ado here, like I said previously, we're going to predict the playoffs. And basically, like I said, this is not my actual pick, so let me just go ahead and get that clear out of the way, so that way I don't have to bring it up again. So basically what these playoff picks are, this means that, you know, when I make the video, hold up. When I make these videos for the playoffs, you guys might think this is my actual picks. Like these are my actual picks. No, these are not my actual picks. Like I said, this video is just going to be how I think the NFL playoffs are going to turn out. Now, like I said, are these my actual picks? No, they're actual picks. Can I switch some of these picks? Absolutely. I can absolutely switch it. But like I said, I'm just trying to, if you guys don't understand, I'm trying to write the script of it. You know, this is like I'm predicting like this is going to happen, or I believe this is going to happen, meaning I'm not going to pick them to win. My actual picks, if you guys are wondering, those will be in the pick show. So make sure you guys come join us for the pick show to really see who I have winning those games. But like I said, this is just how I think the playoffs are going to turn out, and then the pick shows, you guys will see who I actually have winning the game. So yeah, hopefully that all makes sense. If not, I will explain everything in the pick show. But yeah, hopefully that makes sense to everybody. But yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and go on. I will show you guys the bracket. I'm going to show you guys my playoff bracket, how I think it's going to go after we get done this. So make sure I stay tuned for the end. Like I said, I will show the bracket, so make sure you guys go check it out. And yeah, if you guys join the Discord, make sure you guys can do it. It's a lot of fun. I post every single video after I get done uploading it. So yeah, make sure you can join the Discord. It's a lot of fun, and you guys will stay notified, so make sure you go check it out. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the wild card. And we actually have a pretty good list of wild card games. So let's get started here with Super Wild Card Weekend, aka the wild card round. And we are starting off here. We got a pretty big interesting one here to start off. So kicking us off with, we got the Chargers visiting the Houston Texans. Obviously, I think this one could go either way. I don't think the Texans have really been playing that great. But let me just go ahead and get to my pick, and I'll show you guys I'll explain my explanation. I'm taking the Chargers to win this game because the Chargers, I just feel like they're more balanced. They can do stuff on your side of the ball. Love what we saw from Justin Herbert and those guys. And I just don't. Some of this pick is just me not believing in the Texans. Like, I don't believe what their scheme is. Now, last year, last year in this spot, and they whooped the Cleveland Browns. So there is a opportunity that the Texans can win. They're at home. They got the crowd with them, but I think the Texans win this game. I do think the Chargers will win their game with the defense. Like I said, I just haven't really been a believer in Houston this year. I haven't really been a believer in what they're doing. I don't like what they've been doing offensively, defensively this year, and I do think the Chargers have the defense to keep CJ Stroud in a little bit of trouble, and I do think the Chargers can force more turnovers than Houston does. Like I said, it will be a close game. It'll be a close one for sure, but my pick is Los Angeles. I think the Chargers do eventually get it done. All right, next game here with this will be the second wildcard game, and this will be on Saturday. The other game was on Saturday, by the way. But anyway, we have the Steelers at the Ravens. There's two ways you can look at this. You can look at this like a close game, or you can look at this as a blowout game. So these two teams obviously know each other a lot. They've been going through the division. Obviously they play against the two times and they split. So it's like I said, there's two ways you can look at this. You can look at this like a blowout. You can think of this as an ass kicking because Baltimore's at home and Steelers just got their ass whooped last time they're playing Baltimore. Or you can take a look at this as a close game because it is a division rival. But no matter how I look at that situation, one team is going up in direction and one team is going south. And I'm picking the Ravens to win this game because the Ravens are the better team. They're at home here, which I do think home field advantage that will help them. And the Steelers, they just have not really been looking as good recently. They have not been looking as straight as they once were. If the Steelers were playing. If this game was in Pittsburgh, I probably would go to Steelers. If I'm being completely honest, like playoff football in Pittsburgh. But nah, I'm gonna go with the Baltimore Ravens. I think they get the job done here at home. But maybe Steelers get them. I don't know here, but I'm not expecting it. So we're gonna get the side to the Ravens. I do think the Ravens will close it out, and they should be able to advance to the divisional round. So Baltimore, you're on your way to the divisional round, and the Steelers, if they would have played good football as they were doing at the beginning of the year, I probably would pick them here, but they're not. So I'll take the Ravens. All right, next up we have a pretty interesting one here. We got Denver at Buffalo. Now, if I'm being completely honest, if you're Buffalo, you can't look at this game like this is going to be an easy win. Absolutely not. Denver can beat you. Denver has the defense to beat you, and Denver's offense has been pretty damn underrated this year. But here's the thing. But this is the reason why I'm going with this. Even when I'm thinking about, like, you guys might be actually thinking I'm taking Denver in this situation, how I think the playoffs are going to go. Like I said, these are not my actual picks. But come on, am I really going to pick against Josh Allen, like, at home? Am I really going to pick against this guy in the wild card round? Nah, I don't think that's going to happen. I'm going to take Buffalo to win in advance, and I do think Denver will keep it close. It will be competitive, but just the way how I see it playing out is I see this one being a pretty close game, but at the end of the day, I just think Buffalo will close it out. I just think the Bills should be able to march through. Now I do, like I said, I do expect this one to be close. I expect Denver to put up a good fight on them, but I don't think they're going to win. So we're going to take Buffalo, as I do think they will close it out, and I do think they should be able to get the job done, especially here at home, which does helps. But anyway, I'm taking the Bills to advance. All right, next we have our first game of the NFC side of things, but we have the Green Bay Packers at the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, there's some injuries that we have to look at this. There's a lot of injuries for both sides, so I will explain about that more in the analytics predictions. Like I said, we do that will be out on Friday, so make sure you guys go check that out as well. But despite the injuries, I guess I do really think we have to look at this. But this game is at Philadelphia, and I think that has to do a huge part about this. When you're playing in Philadelphia, it's definitely not an easy place to play in. So I do think this game will be close. It should be competitive. And a lot of people might pick the Packers in this one. Like I said, I can see the Packers winning, but how I think is really going to turn out is I do think the Eagles are going to very close them out. It'll be closer. Like I do think this is way better than the 7 versus 2 seed matchup. I do think this game is going to be a lot closer than that. Like you might think 2-7, maybe this is a blowout, but no, this ain't going to be no blowout. This is a very good 2 versus 7 seed matchup. But at the end of the day, like I said, how I see it closing out, I see the Eagles winning and advancing. Like I said, Packers, they could come here and win this game, but I just don't think it's going to play it out that way. So right now, we're going to go with Philadelphia. All right, now it'll take us to probably one of the more entertaining wild card Well, these next two are pretty damn entertaining. But anyway, we have Washington at Tampa Bay. I'm trying to write the script here. I really don't know who's gonna win this game. I don't like the Commanders. They can win this game. Bucks can win this game. Like, so you guys will find the actual pick show about who I actually picked to win this game. But I'm just trying to write the script for this game. Like, this game is so confusing. Like, this game could go either way. You know, both teams have underrated defenses. Both teams have underrated offenses. Like, I don't know who to pick. Like, I do think this is anybody's game. I think Washington matches up really well with Tampa Bay, but if like I said, I have to write the script here. Washington rookie quarterback, even though he's been amazing, Jay Daniels, he's been incredible. Rookie quarterback at Tampa Bay playing against experienced Baker Mayfield. Man, like I said, this one could go either way. It's gonna be tough, but I think I'm gonna lean towards Tampa Bay to take it, just because I just think that team has more experience, and I do think the experience will show. Like I said, I do think this will actually show it out. I don't know if I'm gonna pick the Bucks in the actual pick show, but if I do, then that would be the reasoning why, because I do think the Bucks are a little bit more experienced. Like I said, I do think the playoffs is gonna come down to which team is more experienced here, and I do think that's gonna be Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Basically, I'm just trying to write the script here. I do think Tampa Bay will close it out. It will be I'm expecting this game to be damn close regardless, but it should be a good game. But if I'm just reading the script, I do think that Tampa Bay will close it out. Like I said, it's gonna be a good one, but I think Tampa advances. All right, now we have, like I said, this is gonna be one of my more tougher ones to pick in this entire weekend. But anyway, we got the Vikings at the Rams. Man, this is gonna be a good ass game here. Like, the Rams beat them earlier in the year. Think about Minnesota. They took a hard gutting punch last week, but they're still winning 14 games, and that's still damn impressive. Even though it's kind of disrespectful that they play a road game to start the year, at the start the postseason. But the Rams are gonna get more healthier. Like I said, I could very much could switch my pick here in the pick and show, but basically just how I have this playing out, that the Rams are going to keep this game close. It will be competitive, but at the end of the day, the Rams could win this game still, because the Rams actually diced the Vikings up offensively last time they did. Vikings offense had no answers. But like I said, how I think the script is going to work is that the Minnesota Vikings are going to win this game, and there's a couple of reasons for that, because I do think the Vikings are not going to wait a 14-win season out the door. I don't think that's going to happen that quick. Now, like I said, I could very much switch my pick in the pick'em show. I very much could switch it, but I'm just trying to write the script like 14 Vikings, 14-win team. It will kind of be embarrassing for them not even making it out of the wild card, because like I said, you win 14 games, you're most likely going into the championship game, something like that. So that's just how I'm looking at this game. Like the Vikings, they just can't go out here and force a 14-win season to go right out the door so fast. They just can't do that. So the script, I'm gonna say that Minnesota takes it, but it will be a close game, and the Rams will compete. Alright, and now let's check out the divisional round. And like I said, this round just gets a whole lot tougher, because we have to go matchup by matchup, and it gets so damn hard. So let's go ahead and get it through in here. We got the Chargers taking on against the Kansas City Chiefs. So here's one thing. This is a divisional game, and it's kind of like Pittsburgh and Baltimore. You don't want to play against the same team 3 times in one season, because that could be very tricky. Because maybe the Chargers do have an adjustment for Kansas City. Maybe the Chargers, like I said, they make an adjustment. They have a little bit some schemes, and Jim Harbaugh has some schemes. Chargers offense has some schemes. Now the Chargers defense will contain Kansas City, so I do think if we do have this matchup in the second round, but how I think it's going to go, how I think the script is going to work, I do think that Kansas City will pull it out. Playing in Arrowhead is one of the hardest stadiums to play in if you're an NFL away team, especially in the postseason. It's just hard, and you guys know how the Chiefs play in the playoffs. They play so damn well in the playoffs. They're almost invincible. So we're going to take Kansas City to win this. I am expecting this to be a close game if we do get the matchup, but I do think Kansas City will eventually. Like I said, playing in Arrowhead is really hard. It's just that if I'm just reading the script just says Kansas City. It's going to be. I am expecting this one to be a close game, but I do think the Chiefs will advance. Alright, and now we have probably the hardest pick out of this entire playoff bracket, but we have Baltimore going into Buffalo. Woo! Elite team versus elite team. This is going to be a damn good game, man, folks. This is going to be historic, and it's a shame here that this can't be like an AFC Championship game. Like I wish this was an AFC Championship game, but it's not. It's just the divisional round, and that's just kind of crazy to me to say that because just look at these two damn teams. They got elite offense versus elite offense, good defense versus good defense. I don't know, man. Like elite team versus elite team, but like I said, how I think it's gonna play it out. Regardless, I do think so I'm just gonna write the script here. This game is going to overtime. Regardless, this game is going to overtime, and it actually has a good chance for this game to go to double overtime. I do think this one will be close, but playing in Buffalo, and I understand the Ravens, the rush attack's pretty good, and that can be all of Buffalo. But how I think this is actually going to play out is normally when I'm stuck between these two, I normally go with the home team. Now that does not. Now if we do get this matchup, that does not necessarily mean I'm going to pick that in the pick'em show, and I very much could switch my pick here because like I said, this game could go either way. But just how I think the playoffs are going to play it out, I want to give this win to Baltimore. I do think the NFL really wants to play them out, but I'm not going to say that. I'm going to say Buffalo wins because they are at home in this one. This one's in and I know Baltimore kind of beat them up earlier in the year, but I do think Buffalo gets away with the win here. Like I said, this is not my actual prediction. If we get it, like I said, the pick show, you guys will in the actual pick show, you guys will see who actually got winning this game. But just the way how I see it going is Buffalo advancing by a nit hair. It will be a close game. It will be very close. It will be competitive, but I got Buffalo advancing. All right, now take us to the NFC side of the bracket, and first up, we got the Vikings at the Lions. Now, the Vikings, they're going to go into this game, and they're going to want full revenge on Detroit. They want to go out there and give everything that they have. And now, I do think the Vikings, if we do get this matchup, they will put up a better fight than what we saw last time between these two. But I got to go with Detroit, man. I mean, Detroit being a home, they're going to get a whole bunch of guys back. They're in the divisional round. They got the 1 seed for a reason. They're in Detroit. I just got to go with the Vikings. I just got to go with the Lions. I do think they take care of business here at home. And the Lions do actually lose this game. It would be a little bit shocking, but just the way how I think it's going to play out, even if we get that or the Rams, I do think the Detroit Lions would very, very much pull it out. They're the 1 seed for a reason, the best offense in football. It's just really hard to go up against that. So we're gonna go with Detroit winning this game at home, as they should, because they're number 1 seed, and that's just who they are. Lions win, and they go to the NFC Championship game. All right, and meeting the Lions in the NFC Championship game is we will have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers or the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, this game will be in Philadelphia. I don't know the status of each team. Buccaneers, obviously, they can go out there. They can beat anybody. Baker Mayfield, now offense is really dynamic. But just the way how I see it playing out is I got to have Philadelphia winning this game. And there's a couple of reasons here, too, because not only the Tampa Bay, like, they're starting to get healthier and starting to get good. I just think this game really comes down to home field, and I think Philadelphia really, home field advantage really is going to help Philadelphia here to win this game. So otherwise, I do think this is going to be a close game. I do think it will go back to start to finish if we do get this matchup, because Washington, like I said earlier, they have a really good chance of beating Tampa Bay in round 1. But like I said, just the way I'll just see it playing out is I do think it's going to be a close game, but I do think the Eagles will win in advance. Like I said, it's going to be a good one, but I do think the Eagles get it done. I think their rushing attack is going to be slightly a little bit too much for them. Alright, and now we have the conference championship games, aka the AFC and the NFC championship game. So let's go ahead and get through there. So we'll start off with the AFC championship game. According to me, will be the Buffalo Bills at the Kansas City Chiefs. Now you guys know the history between these two teams. These two teams have some history. You guys know what happens here. Like Buffalo, they're actually really good against Kansas City in the regular season. And earlier in the season, I actually picked KC to beat Buffalo, and I made a huge ass mistake for it. And just the way how it's scripted, Kansas City always beats Buffalo in the playoffs. It always happens. I don't think the Bills beat them once in the playoffs. But even though I can see the Bills winning this game, but like I said, you had a great opportunity to do that last year while you were at home against KC and you couldn't still knock them off. This time it's going to be in KC, and if the matchup does happen, and even if Baltimore does get here too, I gotta go with KC. I think the script says KC. KC does not lose this game at home on their the AFC Championship in Kansas City. I just feel like you have to go with the Chiefs. I think it's just what it is. I really want the Bills to win this game, but like I said, just the way how I think the NFL is going to script this, and that's basically what we're doing here. We're predicting how I think the playoffs are going to go. I do think the Chiefs will barely knock off the Bills, but it will be a very close game. Like I said, the Chiefs, they play their best football in the playoffs, and I do think we're going to see that from KC. So I'll take the Chiefs to move on to the Super Bowl. Like I said, it's unfortunate, but that's just the way how I see it. It's just the way how I think it's going to go. All right, and meeting the Chiefs in Super Bowl 59, we'll have the Philadelphia Eagles at the Detroit Lions. Man, this is gonna be a close game. Like, I do think anyone can win this. Like I said, I'm just trying to view everything as a script standpoint. Like, Philadelphia has been damn near dominant. Actually, and dominant all season long. Detroit, they can go out against anybody. They can go out there and score a bunch of points on any defense out there. But who I think is actually going to win this game, like the Eagles actually have some Super Bowl experience in this crunch time situations. Detroit doesn't really have that, but I do think Detroit is very much capable of winning this game. But I'm just trying to script it out. NFL football in Detroit. Detroit is pretty damn good at home. Philadelphia has been pretty damn good on the road as well. But I do think basically NFL wise, I would go with Detroit to get it done here. It's gonna be a close game for sure. And like I said, this is another game I can see going to overtime, double overtime, maybe triple overtime. But I do think Detroit will pull it out. I think the offense will be slightly too much, and I do think they'll overpower it. If these two teams do meet in the NFC Championship game in the pick show, can I pick Philadelphia here? Yes, absolutely. I could pick them to win the game, but I'm not going to. So I'm going to go with Detroit, as I do think they will pull it out. It will be a nail biter, but it will be close. But I think the NFL script is saying that Detroit is going to win this game at home, and I believe they will. All right, and finally, we have the NFL Super Bowl 59, according to me, and we have the 2-1 seeds in here, where we have the Kansas City Chiefs playing against the Detroit Lions, and if you guys haven't realized, the Lions, whoever comes down the NFC, will be the home team of the Super Bowl, because the AFC team was the home of the Super Bowl last year, and that was the Kansas City Chiefs. But anyway, we got the Chiefs at Detroit Lions. I do think both 1 seeds will get here. Well, not me. I do think the script will say that both 1 seeds will get here. Because this is not my actual predictions. Like I said, this is just how based on what I think it's going to go. So anyway, with this game, I really love Detroit, and Detroit is my Super Bowl pick. And I mean, honest, I did pick Detroit to win the Super Bowl, but the Lions and the offense dynamic. I do think, like I said, I do expect the Chiefs to play their best football at up to this point, as they should. So I do think this one's going to be good. It's going to be dynamic. It's going to be a fun game to watch. And I actually hope we do get this. If we don't get this, I'm hoping the Lions to get here. But if we don't get the Chiefs, which I hope we don't, I hope Baltimore makes it, or Baltimore, or Buffalo. I hope one of those two make it. But anyway, I do think this one's going to be close. But I think the script just is Kansas City, man. Like I said, Detroit. Let me tell you something. You guys are my Super Bowl pick, okay? It does not just because I'm picking the Chiefs here, that means it's just the way how I think it's gonna go. But Detroit, you are my Super Bowl pick. Let me just get out of the way. You are my team to win the Super Bowl this year. But I just feel like I gotta go with KC. Like I said, KC, they're just invincible in the playoffs. They do what they need to do, and unfortunately, I hate to say this, but I think the NFL will allow the Chiefs to three-peat. It make history. It's really unfortunate, but I just feel like that's just the way how it's going to go, and I do think the Chiefs, they will unfortunately win this game and win their 3rd straight Super Bowl. So it just sucks to say it, but I just feel it. All right, guys, and that's going to do it for that, and then I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the bracket here and who I actually got winning the Super Bowl. So make sure you guys go check out the bracket as we start the closeout process. So yeah, guys, so that is going to do it for this video. Like I said, if you guys haven't already, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Make sure you guys go join the Discord. The link is in the description down there. Like I said previously, you guys can check out the bracket. So that was the bracket that we had, and this is what I actually think is going to go. If you guys haven't joined the NFL bracket challenge, we will also have that in the Discord. You guys will see my actual predictions and what I'm actually. So if you guys see here, Money Lord actuals. So this is what I actually think is going to happen. Now I will have another bracket. I'm not sure what to call that one yet. I will figure that out. But once I do, it's probably going to be my picks. It's gonna be Money Lord, and I think it's gonna say picks because those are actually my picks. So just let you know. But this is what I actually think is going to happen. So yeah, we'll submit the bracket. But you guys, if you want to create a bracket, if you guys want to join our challenge, make sure I hit the link in the description. It's going to be the last description right beside the Discord and my Twitch, and then the next one will be the bracket style. So if you guys want to join that, you guys can. Like I said, the link's in the description. Go check it out. But anyway, I'm gonna hop out of here, guys, so I can go ahead and get started with the pick show, get everybody's picks in. So like I said, I do appreciate y'all support. This is BigBearsNation.com. Peace out, stay safe. See y'all in the next one. Peace out. We'll see you in the pick show.